Hello there, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the Banter Box. My name is Oz, and today we are checking out Surviving the Abyss, which, as you can see, is an early access game, not long been released. I think it was out on the 17th or 16th of January. Today is the 27th. I have played it for a couple of hours just to grasp some of the mechanics of the game and how to play around, and do all the things you gotta do to keep yourself busy. And it looks promising, honestly. It does look promising. There are a few things that have to be fixed, in my opinion, in order to make it work properly, at least on the basics, such as UI, which we'll go through as we're playing it. We'll play for roughly around half an hour and see how we go from there. I kind of went a little bit ham last time, and it didn't necessarily end well, so hopefully today's going to be a lot better. So, this is Surviving the Abyss. We'll go ahead and press the continue. We'll go to a new game, and introduction plus objectives. Honestly, it's been a few days. I've kind of forgotten some of the mechanics, so we're just going to go ahead and go into new game and introduction objectives anyway, just so you guys can get a good view of what's going to happen in game. In the years following 1956, much came to be known about the structure of DNA and the human genome. The possibility of cloning a human being was becoming a reality as our brightest minds raced to be the first to complete the endeavor. After a few short years, scientists reported the first promising results. A human being was cloned for the very first time. Celebrations, however, were short-lived. The test subjects were unstable, their DNA damaged by the cloning process. All died within days. Moral objections to the technology turned to the public outrage. Outrage turned to protests, and eventually, protests turned to riots. Publicly, the research was discontinued. The military, however, was quick to understand the strategic potential of this research. Why stop at recreating life when it could be improved? Plans were drawn up to continue the research in total secrecy, far from the prying eyes of the world, deep below the surface of the ocean. The sea floor provides access to new, highly adapted life forms and ample DNA for experimentation. But the deep sea environment presents a significant challenge. You have been selected to lead a team of the best and brightest. The lives of the crew are in your hands. And that is the initial story, guys, of the whole background of this game. And as you saw from the video clip there, I love the transitions, by the way. All that like smoke and stuff, it looked pretty fantastic. Although I'm kind of guessing it wasn't smoke, it was more like ink from a squid or something like that. Octopus, whatever it is you want to squirt ink out of, cuttlefish, I don't know. But it kind of looked like that, and I really like that aspect as well. And I'm a sucker for transitions. It's one of my favorite features of different things. But anyway, let's go ahead and click on this thing because it has got a timer. Greetings, Overseer. This message is from the command station 7861 meters above you. We hope you get settled in okay. In the coming days and weeks, you'll need to figure out how to supply power, oxygen, and food, and get a stable supply of fuel and building materials. Once basic infrastructure is established, our first big milestone will be to fully functional cloning lab. Good luck, Overseer. The work you are undertaking will benefit all humanity. But will it, though? Okay, so we are deep underwater. This is our main base. This is our other little storage facility thing. And Overseer, We need to get a regular supply of building resources and fuel. Set up a mining relay and assign our available mining subs to it. Okay, so as you can see, we just like quickly pause the game. There we go. You pause the game by pressing space. We've got two little vessels here. These are different submarines. That one there is the construction submarine. As you can see, it's idle. And you click on that, you can see what resources you can recover by dismantling it, basically. And over here we have the other ones. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, I think. 1, 2, no, 3. 3 mining submarines and 1 transportation submarine. Okay. So what have we got around? As you can see, this is the fog of war. And the way to alleviate that is by creating light sources like this. But it will be more in a form of like street lights, right, basically. So what have we got? We have small coal deposit, small scrap steel deposit, quartz, and iron ore. Is that everything we've got around here, pretty much? I think so. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the buildings and going to create a mining relay. So it's kind of like Frostpunk. So you know you have like an area of effect that you want people to go and collect things on. We're going to just put that right there and unpause. And as you can see, nobody's doing anything right now, and that's basically because it's got that little fan there. So you want to click on this again, and you've got all different resources here. So you've got concrete, quartz glass, steel, and iron, and we have 3 available subs. You need to go ahead and assign either to each individual one of these, or you can just assign it to collect all. So I'm just going to do that to collect all, just because it's easier. It's quicker, and I have to do less, basically. Another fun thing you can do in this game is you can click on these little fishies that are swimming by to see a little bit more about them. So this one's a John Dory. The John Dory is an edible demersal coastal marine fish with a laterally compressed olive yellow body, which has a large dark spot. Wow, words are hard. Which has a large dark spot and long spines on the dorsal fin. The dark spot is used to flash an evil eye if danger approaches, and status is rare. I haven't been able to collect any of those yet, so I don't know what they give you. Next up, power and oxygen. The central hub produces both, but we're going to need more to continue into the next phase of construction. Build an oxygen generator and a coal generator to get us started. Okay, so again, I'm going to pause, and we're going to find what else we need. So in here, this tab here is for resources. So you got the mining relay, food stockpile, building material stockpile, and fuel stockpile. You won't need those until a little bit further into the game. Power, we've got the coal generator and a power line. For life support, we've got the oxygen generator. Population, we have the living quarters. Exploration, we have the light tower. This is what you need to push back the fog of war, although it does require 5 power, which is a fair bit, to be honest, but we'll get to that eventually. We've got the submarine factory. As the description says, it builds submarines, and we have the sonar tower, which you can use to ping different items in the darkness or different resources. So research, we have the basic research lab. Genetics, we have the cloning lab, fawn trap, and marine stabilizer, and here are some basic tunnels. So what we need to do is coal generator, and what else was it? Coal generator, build a tunnel to the coal generator, and build an oxygen generator, and power and tunnel to the oxygen generator. So first we'll do the coal generator, and I kind of want to have these on a separate loop. You see the lines, the blue lines that it turns to green? That's basically where all your tunnels basically connect to. That's like a straight line there for that. Kind of want to put that just there, and then eventually we'll put one like just there as well, kind of like hook them up a little bit. But that one will do for now. Let's go ahead and get our tunnels. We've got a little button there for the tunnel, so I can just go ahead and do that and not have to bother too much about it. You have to right click in order to cancel that in order to go into the power. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag that to the main hub, and again right click to cancel and right click again to cancel because it doesn't do it otherwise. Next would be, where are we? Oxygen generator. Let's get this one going. And I'm going to put the oxygen over this side, I think. Have it slightly separated. So we're going to get our tunnel. Move the camera around a little bit. There we go. Some of the like tunnels and that are a little bit awkward to place, but and I'm going to put that one just there. They don't have to be like underneath the pipes or anything, and you don't have to connect it literally to the building. Just as long as it's within that green radius of the building, it will attach itself automatically. So let's go ahead and unpause. We'll let the builder bots do their thing. What have we got going here? We've still got those 3 subs taking all those different things apart. They're currently doing iron, and that's pretty much it. They're all doing the iron by the looks of it. Where did I see that coal to? So we got small coal, small iron. Why are they going for that then? Is that within the radius? It is within the radius. How come I... Oh, that's because it's a bit further down. I have to do that. Okay, so they're going for the coal as well. Awesome. Awesome. So I'm not going to go ahead and... Okay, so that's those buildings done. So that was basically all of that noise was basically all for the objectives that were going off there, because we're doing them all at the same time. But I'm not going to go ahead and speed ahead and do other things. I'm going to do this as the tutorial basically tells us to do it. Just because last time I went ahead and kind of like steamrolled, and yeah, I didn't really need to, because I had to redo everything. We need to think about a consistent food supply. A carbohydrate farm will be simple to build, and will provide us with a large supply of low quality food. This may affect crew morale and eventually impact their health, but is the best we can do for now. Use the technology tree to unlock the carbohydrate farm. So we go into the technology tree, carbohydrate farm. It costs 30 research. Your research is just there, so we've got 75 in total. I'm just going to go ahead and do what we need. So click on that, click on unlock item. Produces low quality food under UV light. These farms are easy to build and have a low crew and power requirements. So power required is 1, oxygen required is 1. Crew required, you only need 2 people. Low quality food production, 1 per 2 hours. And it only costs 8 concrete. So, okay, we're unpaused, awesome. Now we need to go ahead and build one of these. So this one has popped up in life support next to the oxygen generator. And I'm going to have food. Move the camera around a little bit. There we go. There we have it. Going to bring those around here. So kind of want to separate all different things here, okay? So get that one in, right click. Connect that bad boy up to there. We'll get some power going from there too. And I'm just going to bring that straight down. And I'm probably going to end up moving this building material stockpile to somewhere else. mostly because I just want to bring out another branch over to this way. I don't know if the maps themselves are procedurally generated or whether it's a static map at the moment. We will have to figure that out, a bit further as we go in, because I've only played on the one playthrough so far, not including this one. So I don't know. Last time I had I forgot what they're called now. There's not a coral reef, but I think that might be there if it is the same map. It's basically somewhere where you can harvest different animals or sea creatures or whatever you want to call them. We've opted to send down an additional 4 crew members to assist your endeavours. Before we send them down, we expect the food situation to be stable and adequate housing facilities to be available. 2 living quarters and a stockpile of 75 food will ensure you can sustain the larger workforce. Okay, cool. So, let's go into buildings. And people and living quarters. So this one's more of a diagonal one, as you can see. So we could like put that in the middle there somewhere. So if I put one there and then put another one there, and then we can connect these up by the pipe here. There we go. Connect that one. And I'm not going to connect these up to these necessarily. I suppose I could do that one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the actual tunnel part and use the junction, because then that will be in between. Although we can't put that there, which is a slight annoyance. We can... Oh, that actually is the better option. So we'll put that there. Or put it there, do it that way instead. There we go, thank you. I don't know if we can place on that side because of whatever this is. Doesn't look like we can, unfortunately. Slightly annoying, but that's fine. We got this. Why is that not turning green though? Is it because it's outside of my influence? It's in the darkness. I think it might be. Just gonna try that again. So it doesn't seem to be liking this at all. Doesn't matter if I'm doing it to this one or this one. I think I'm going to have it that way, which is slightly unfortunate. I kind of wanted to have it from this side and just go straight, but that rock there, the one that is like really low down, apparently my tunnel cannot go over it for whatever reason. So let's just do it from there. It's an unfortunate thing to have, but we'll be fine. Concrete. Okay, we're getting that. I don't want to connect with these though, because different buildings like the power station and a couple of the factories and stuff, you kind of want to have them on a separate circuit, tunnel-wise, because it pollutes the air that you have going through your base, and it can cause some issues. Who knew? So, Overseer, we need to locate larger deposits of resources, extraction points. These extraction points should show up on sonar scans. Construct a sonar tower so we can test these capabilities. Okay, so let's make a sonar tower. Research? No. Exploration, there we go. So we got a sonar tower, our first one. Where can we put this one to? Bear in mind, you kind of want to do this like right on the edge, because you can see that circle that's going around. That's as far out as your sonar can detect. And I can't place that any further out, so we're going to have to put that right there. And I'm just going to take a PowerPoint. I'm just going to go straight down. And I'm going to go straight across like that and connect that up, so it's a little bit more pleasable to the eye when you do look at the power lines. I might even do the same over here. just so... Yep, there we go. And bring that up to... there's that one out, maybe? No, that was not one out. Don't know why that's not connecting up to that one. Maybe I'm on the wrong line or something here. No, I think it might be the right one. Just, it's not fully, you know, perfect. But it's fine. It'll do. It'll do. So I'm going to connect that one up. We have got a couple gaps in the middle here, but we can basically go ahead and do that. Connect that up, and then similar again with that side. So we've got all of that covered, apart from that one little spot there, which is fine. It's no biggie. So now we got the sonar tower up, we can go ahead and do some sonaring. So, construct a sonar tower and locate fuel extraction point using sonar beacons. So, fuel beacon, let's go. So this gives you the area of effect. As I said, you kind of want to go as far out as you can on this, because you've got a fairly big size that you can scan. So we've got... There's a low one right there. That's going to be like close to the base, more like up that side. I just kind of want to check, see how far down we can go here. So there's a little bit down here, but it is quite far away. Oh, we got medium over here. I'm going to go ahead and ping that one, just because I want to see where that is. Just saw that right there then. So what's this one? Coal extraction point and small coal deposit. So we want to head towards this one. That's actually fairly close. That's a lot closer than I was expecting. Not gonna lie. Our sonar tower has located a nearby resource extraction point. It appears to be a coal deposit. As it is located in the darkness, we must first construct a light tower. Once the area is lit, we can build a coal extractor on a coal extraction point. Cool, so here comes the light tower. You can build them a little bit further out as well, which is ideal. You kind of want them to overlap a little bit. I'm going to put mine right there, so it's kind of like right in between the main base and the coal extraction point. And then we're going to go ahead and bring that right down to there. I'm actually going to take that out to there straight away. Maybe... yeah, to there. There we go. Awesome. So that is all ready and going. So I'm just going to leave that be. Have a quick sip of my coffee, because after talking for this long straight, it kind of makes your throat go a bit dry. Nobody likes a dry throat. Nobody likes a dry throat. Ah. Beautiful. So, if you click on this, you can actually see how quickly it's being built. These actually get built fairly quickly, honestly. That's in comparison to some of the other things. So once that's done, you'll see a lovely animation of what this actually looks like. We should be almost finished now. Yep, almost to 90%. There we go. Come on, we can do this. We got this. We're the builders of the future, or in this case, the past. The past, future, and the present, all put together to make this beautiful light bulb. Kaboom! And we've also got a rosefish habitat here. Habitats contain species that can be harvested for several uses: power generation, food production, and genetics. The first time you want to use this is for genetics, though. Just putting that out there. So the next on the list is for coal extraction. Unlock the coal extractor in the tech tree and build a coal extractor on the coal extraction point. So let's go into the tech tree. Let's go over to, where is it? Resources? Is it resources? Yes, it is. It's 30. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock that. These extractors gather coal from large coal deposits that cost 10 concrete. It requires 2 power, 1 oxygen, and yeah, up to 3 crew. You can have 1, but the more people you have in there, the better efficiency it gets. Chance of successful mine is 100%. Rate of production 1 per 3 hours. Air quality impact. This is what I was telling you about. It's a -8 to air quality impact. So, here's the thing. I don't fully know how to put these on separate lines, and I don't think you can to begin with, because you need what's called a dock. And actually thinking about it, can we actually get the dock straight off the bat? Because that would be extremely handy. That would be extremely handy straight off the bat too. No, don't want any of those. No. Ah, docks. Here we go. I can actually create docks straight off the bat. I might actually do that, because then I can have those on a separate line. These here. Quickly go into this one. Let's double check this. Air quality impact -10%, or -10. So I'm actually going to put these on a separate source as well. I'm going to have those on the same source as the coal deposit here, which will require more oxygen, different oxygen production, but that's fine. It's better than none. So we're going to go into docks. Not quite yet. I want to get the basic stuff up for this first. Coal extractor, there we go. Ooh. We've got 2 coal extraction points. Oh my. That is what I call sexy. So if we have that going that way. Yeah, let's go that way. And then go into the dock. Because we've got 2 of those there. I kind of want to put that near the light, so that can be right there. Then again, I don't know if that will work or not. So, yeah, just because of this thing. So I'm going to put it on that side of the light instead. Get a tunnel going. Before we get the tunnel going, get a junction going so we can see where everything's getting linked up to. That seems like a perfect place to me. Let's go ahead and connect those 2 bad boys up. Just like that. We're actually going to need, as I said earlier, one of these here linked up to that. Just so they got their own oxygen generation as well. I'm going to put that one there, and then we also need some cables going out here. We can use the cables from this to bring it out, as you can see. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that. And I'm actually going to destroy that little piece there. Just so it looks a bit more appealing to me. Yes. There we go. So we've got all that connected. We've got that connected. I'm going to have that one connected as well. So that's all in that loop. Also need to get another one of these linked up to there like that. And also I need another dock over here somewhere, which I might actually, what I might actually do, actually, is have the power plant over here, dismantle that other one, do I want that there? That is the question. That is the meaning of life. That's the question of life. Yeah, I'm going to put that one there. And the reasoning for that is because, A, I can link that one up to there like that, and then that one up to there like that, so it's a bit more like a loop. Again, it just looks a little bit more pleasing and appealing to me, visually. Gonna go ahead and do that. Once that's all built, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. But we do still need to keep that one, which is a slight issue, but we'll make it work. Small coal deposit. That's basically for when you want to send the miners out to it. Let's also do a quick resource scan. Oh, high resources. Let's have a look. What have we got? So we've got another small scrap steel deposit. We get a quartz glass extraction point. Very nice. Small concrete deposit, which we need that. Small scrap steel deposit. Small iron ore deposit. Very nice. And I love that you can see all these different little flickerings of light and stuff in the darkness. That looks absolutely amazing and epic. What the hell was that? I really don't know. It looks very, very tall. Like these lights here, for example, it just looks amazing, honestly. The way it flickers like that. Concrete deposit. Okay, it's good to know. So they're getting everything ready. They're getting everything sorted. So I'm just going to let it roll for a little bit and see you guys in just a moment. Okay, guys, so we got one objective complete here. Crew relations updated, so we got +20 on the crew relations and new crew. We've got 11 unemployed crew at this point. So let's go ahead and... Oh, we've got 2 crew in there already, that's fine. We've got 3 crew in here, plus you can have 1 slot for an engineer, which we don't currently have. We will get to that point though. And we've also got 2 people in there, so I don't want to go ahead and start building other unnecessary things. Because we still got this here to finish off. Which they should be done fairly soon. So we got that already up and going. That going. And that too. So now I need the docks. I need the docks first before I can take everything offline. So I'll put the docks just there, I think. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll put the docks right there, and then I'll use this side here for all the factory needs, and that'll be on this line here. So I think we'll be okay. Like I said, once that's done, I don't know, I might even... Yeah, I'll dismantle that. I'll put that over to there, because I'll have all the power over this side as well. That'll all be interconnected with these tubes and tunnels, and I'll disconnect it from the rest of the base. Because I want the rest of this base to be nice and clean air. That was one of the mistakes I did last time, because you can check it by going into oxygen lens. There we go. So you've got oxygen generators. It shows you which ones produce oxygen with the very, very light blue. We have oxygenated buildings, which is all this like slightly darker blue. Unoxygenated buildings, we have the power plant there. Unsafe air levels and dangerous air levels, which you'll see later on if you don't do this. Cool. So, we need to get at least a couple people in here. So 1, 2, 3, nice. 2 people in there already, and 3 people in there already. So, that transport is going ahead, doing their job. Get those people in there. And they've dropped them off. So, you can also click on that. You can see where they are too. So we've got currently 2 people in there, 1 person in there, bringing in more people. And they've jumped straight into the coal extraction point. And let's just check on that air now. So everything's oxygenated. Awesome. So, as I said earlier, what I'm going to do is disconnect that one. I'm going to pop it over to here. So we're going to have to keep that running for the moment. And I will link that up to this side. Seems good. Good seems. I think so. Or I could put it over here somewhere. Won't fit in there. It will fit there though, but it's always a tight fit in these areas. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to put that in there. Destroy that. Actually, you know what? I don't know why I pause. I just pause for the sake of it. And that one can go there. We'll get you linked up to that one. You linked up to that one. And you linked up to that one. So that's all linked up together nicely. Fuel stockpile. Stockpile. We can put a fuel stockpile just in there as well. And I'm just going to leave it as the 1. See, there's another thing that you can... Another creature. But I don't think we can click on it just yet. It's kind of out in the way. The little crabfish. Crabfish crab. Crabby. Spider crab. The European spider crab is a species of migratory crab found in the northeast Atlantic and the Mediterranean Sea. Despite the look of the European spider crab being similar to the much larger Japanese spider crab, they are different species. That's good to know. The more you know. The more you know, right? So we now got another one of those up and running. I'm going to go ahead and destroy that bad boy, because we don't need it anymore. It's just a waste of time, waste of space, and a waste of our precious, clean oxygen. And how much are we doing over here then? So we've still got a fair bit of coal. We've got a fair bit of iron and quartz glass. We got a little bit of everything still, so we're doing good over that side. We're doing good. What have you got to say? This mission is to be a success. We will need to research new technologies. We must adapt to life down here. Building a research lab and staffing it with the crew will generate research data per day. We can also attach modules to our research labs to provide additional daily research data. Cool. So let's go ahead and go into the genetics tab. Is it genetics? No, it's research. There we go. Research facility. And where can we put this to? I kind of want to put it in the middle there. So that's a bit too close. I think there's a pretty decent-ish area, because I have one of those side tunnels, the right-hand side tunnel to the research lab. We go into the habitats. And the top one will be going and intersecting with the tunnel above. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. So, as I said, that one can go into there. It looks a little bit ugly, I know. But it is what it is. Can't be choosers. At least all the time. Going to destroy that tunnel. They can still get around, so they're all good. They're all happy. Stick a junction in there. Now the tunnels get built instantaneously, but the junctions do not, for whatever reason. Aha, so what have you got to say for us? Tell us. Overseer, we have the utmost faith in you to lead this mission. But a project like this requires many great minds. We're planning to send down a scientist, engineer, to assist with the setup of the facility. Before we give you the go-ahead, we need you to progress stockpile 80 coal to ensure the continued success of the mission. Okay, so we're already on that. We got the coal thing here. The first step in our goal is the acquisition of genetic material. Specialized genetic material can be found in habitats. Habitats are the source of genetic material and have a rarity corresponding to the species located within. Rarer samples possess more varied attributions which can significantly impact the outcome of our experiments. We must locate a habitat and build a fauna trap on it. First, we should locate a habitat using a sonar beacon, which we've already got one. We've already got one in our midst. It's right there. And this one is for rosefish. Overseer, our steel supplies are running low. The deposits of scrap steel won't last forever. If we want to continue this mission, we'll need to start mining iron ore and converting it into steel in an alloy furnace. Build our first alloy furnace and create steel. So this is another reason why I created this separate. I don't know if you can see it just yet. I don't think it's a large enough scale for that just yet. But yeah, that's why I kind of wanted to have all this separate from the living quarters and your carbohydrate farms and the oxygen generation. This has its own oxygen generation. Should be more than enough. So we need to build an alloy furnace, right? So we'll go ahead and unlock that. There we go. So yeah, last time I played this, there was a slight issue with some of the UI where it didn't have a box to close it off, and you could still see some of the other outer UIs around there. So I had to go and like do a roundabout way of clicking different UIs in order to bring up the box, so I could click on the X to get rid of it all and go back to the main game. It's slightly annoying, but we got there. We got there. And I got to check out these John Dory's, man. Check those out, man. Check those out. They look pretty cool. They look pretty cool. Pretty cool to me. Oh yeah. We've pinpointed the location of a nearby habitat. We must make preparations for the cloning process. Build a fauna trap on the habitat and capture our first genome samples. In addition, begin construction of our cloning lab. So the cloning lab is going to be on the same circuit as this one. The fauna trap doesn't have any connections. It's kind of just like on its own. So I can build that on here and just kind of leave it. I don't have to put tunnels up to it or anything like that. It just happens automatically. I don't know how. But they seem to manage. They seem to manage. A resource beacon. Resource me something. Low. Low's better than nothing. I'll take a low any day. Gotta say, I did see a medium there. I'm just gonna slap that down. What do we got? Small scrap steel deposit. Okay. We will need that. That's the iron. And that's the quartz. So it looks like all our steel is a little ways away. Ooh, hi. Quartz glass extraction. Quartz glass deposit. Concrete deposit. That's good to know. Something else up there. I can feel it in my bones. What do we got? Quartz. Beautiful. Just waiting for this to recharge. Doesn't take too long. Honestly, I think the recharge is kind of pointless. It doesn't really do anything for you. it just more wastes your time than anything else. That's glass. Okay, so we need to get to that, basically. Can I just go ahead and pop that down here? I can. Amazing. So, click on you. I'm going to take one of you guys off of there, because I want to put you over here. What have we got here, anyway? Iron, coal. I mean, the coal's good. But I kind of want the steel more than anything else at this point. So yeah, we've still got to stockpile that 80 coal, but we are getting there. It's doing the extraction thing. This is every 3 hours, and then 3 hours is not long down here apparently. So we're at 67. It won't take us long to get to 80 at all. So whilst we're doing that, and whilst these guys are cutting their way through this steel that is apparently not there, we can go ahead and do our alloy furnace and other bits and pieces. Yep. So, as I said, I kind of want to make all of this up here a part of that. So, if I can connect you to that, where would I do it? There. I kind of want to put a bit of room in between, just in case I come across any other like buildings that I want to put there. So I mean that seems pretty decent. I want to put another junction in between though. Doesn't actually tell you what these require to be built, by the way. It just gives you them for free by the looks of it. I'll also destroy that one. I'm going to put another junction in. Don't know if I can put it right on there or not. Oh, I can. It's amazing. I don't want that one like that, actually, funny enough. I kind of want that to go up like that. And then I want to have another junction right there. Because I guarantee you I'm going to want to like move up this way and do some other things on this side. Having the junctions just makes it a lot more easier for you to do that. So these oxygen generators, they produce total supply 8, total demand 4. Total supply 34, total demand 25. So we're doing good for like those. What about here? Total supply 10, demand 4. So we've still got plenty of room on this side for oxygen at this point. And we still need the fawn trap and the cloning lab. So cloning lab. There we go. Get that one up. Now I could have that one in the middle somewhere. Actually, I could put that one there and link this junction up here to this, and then yeah, I'll get rid of that tunnel. And I'll put that cloning lab right in there. Just there. And can basically do this. Ta-da! Okay, what have you got to say? People are unhappy that all our food is low quality. Some of the crew are becoming aggressive over food rations. What should we do about it? So we've got 3 different options here. We've got the option to give them extra food to keep the peace, promise to provide more high quality food soon, or leave them to fight. So if you give them extra food to keep the peace, you take away 20 food and get extra crew relations. If you promise more high food, or high quality food, you only lose the 10 food and you get better crew relations. Or you can just leave them to fight, which you get 2 injured crew and really bad crew relations. I kind of like the idea of this one because we don't have any access to high quality food just yet. We're not going to be using the this thing here that we have down the bottom for food just yet, so we're just going to go ahead and give them some extra low quality food to keep them happy. See, I like the fact that you can use the middle mouse button to do that, but I can't drag with the mouse. I kind of like to be able to do that whilst I've got a cup of coffee in one hand. I kind of want to move around the map with my mouse, not having to use the WASD or the arrow keys to move around. So that would be one potential little minor little detail thing that they can add to the game, just to make it a little bit easier for people to maneuver around, especially one-handed people. You know, because you can only have one hand in one place at one time. And it would make sense if you can have everything in one place, or as close as you can. That would help them out tremendously. Think of the one-handed people, and I don't say that as a joke. I genuinely mean that. Okay, it's a partial joke, but I do actually mean that. So, how are we doing on this? Nearly 90%. That's almost all the way through. So we're well on our way to creating some clones here and getting some extra people. We've currently got 18 crew. And all the foods, we've got 48 low quality food. Low quality food produced per day is 10. And average food consumption per day is 11. So we do need to get some more things going here. People, thank you. Can't remember where you go to see where people are unemployed or not. Kind of want to have another one of those things up here somewhere. We're going to need another one anyway, so I might as well just go ahead and do that. There's the food area, right? Yeah, carbohydrate farm. Oh, that's the living quarters. That's why. So I can put one there, and then I can put another one down here too. So if I were to destroy that, get another one going there, and another one there, we don't have to crew them all. You don't have to crew them all. But just as long as they're there, at least we got one like for later on down the line. We could even, once all of these are built, basically turn that one off and just have the first two working. Just because it saves their little legs. They don't have to run around as much. I was thinking about taking this one off, but then I thought, no, they got to run around a little bit more. It's more efficient if they just do the first two and just don't use that one. So we've got a power situation down here. Let's bring up some power up to this way. There we go. Ta-da! We've got nobody working in there just yet, which is absolutely fine. It's acceptable, is what I expect. So we've got that closed off, right? So total supply is 34, total demand is 30. And that is for the whole base at the moment. We can always turn things off. Like, I'm gonna turn that one off for the moment because we don't actually need it right away. I mean, we will, but not right away. 2 crew are suffocating. Where? Where are the crew suffocating? How dare they? Oh, is it because they're in there or something? How's all this been built yet? I don't know. Let's just do a quick one of those. We'll get some oxygen in there. Hopefully that fixes it. And I can take it out afterwards. Yeah, there we go. It's all sorted. So they were panicking for nothing. Yeah, because they were right down there. They didn't have a way of getting oxygen for whatever reason. That's good to know. So if you build buildings and there's already people in the end one, and you put more buildings in and then connect them with the tunnel, it doesn't connect the to the bottom thing straight away. You gotta do it all first. Oh, we got more steel there, right? Cool. That's out of that range. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do then? I'm going to destroy that one. And I'm gonna put that over here. So that gives us steel, quartz, iron, and coal. I'm happy with that. Out the way as well. So our base is coming along quite nicely. It looks pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Points of interest. Let's have a look. See if we can find anything. Oh, low. What's up here then? For that to be low, what is it? Tell me. Sand dunes. Oh, no. Here it is. Here we go. What is it? It's a sea mine. It's a mine. What do you need? You need concrete? Can we not just build you really quickly or something? Okay, guys, so this is Surviving the Abyss. My name's Captain Oz. Or you can just call me Oz. Whichever. Most people just call me Oz because it's easier. Whatever. I don't really mind. But we've gone over the hour mark at the moment in the recording, so I'll probably be cutting that back just a little bit. It probably won't be that long. It'll probably be more like on the 45-minute mark or something like that. But this is Surviving the Abyss, one of the sequels to the other series of like Surviving Mars and all this, that, and the other. As I said, they do need to do a few little tweaks, but on the whole, they are going in the right direction, and it looks such a fantastic game. All the little details they've put into this is just fantastic, and I love the fact that you have to use a light tower to push back that fog of war. I really do like that. And it takes a little while to get you started and get your base going. And last time I did start recording my first play of this, but as soon as I finished the recording, there was an update straight away. So I decided to go ahead and do a second recording. And this is it. So yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you all next time. Take care. Stay safe. I'll see you soon.